What's going on, everybody? My name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody just calls me Ciotti. Tonight, we're going to do a little bit of building. We're going to build some of, maybe the whole thing, you never know, a FPV cycle TP3 with some RC and Power 1204s and the new version of the RunCam Nano 3, which the lens is a lot shorter on. And apparently I'm going to die too, so you guys will get to watch that. In a little bit here, there's actually going to be a premiere happening 25 minutes from now. The crane video that you guys may or may not have seen me doing some of the editing on in the Quaranstream 10-ish, 9-ish, 11-ish, somewhere in there. Yeah, it's going live on YouTube, so that'll be cool. Kristen's here bringing me water because she's the best. Thank you, lady. And she even turned my little red glowing ball on over there. All right, let me get this out of here. Let me make sure that the what we'll do is we'll all go over to the premiere so that you guys can finally watch it in half-decent quality, and we'll talk over there in the chat, and then we can come back over here and, yeah, see how that works. I didn't do that last time I did a little premiere thing, and the chat will stay open like a couple minutes after, but then it does close up, so we'll keep this stream going for a while longer. If you guys have any questions or whatever, we can talk about it. Otherwise, we'll just keep building shit. So let me click a few buttons here to get this going, and we'll move over here to the build station and do some build stationing. Alright. Alright, just type it. It looks like people are already showing up to the premiere. 7 in there waiting and typing over there. So I just let them know that I'm streaming over here. Troy Casperson's, I suspect by the title, this does not end well. I'll give you guys the full story after the premiere, I guess, if you're interested. In the chat, we've got Weirdo with a skateboard. He was the first. Stephen Rossi came through next, then Pedro Tomei, Ken Hill, Nathaniel LaBouffe, Remy Tim, Shane Duggar, repeat, Marco Danilovic, BH Hitting, Dark Sagan, and Little Crypto. William Barlow. Did I call you already? No, I didn't. William Barlow as well. What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming. Dark Sagan just built a TP3, got one flight, and then the flight controller's 5-volt pad came completely off. I hope I have better luck than you, man, but I've heard so many horror stories about these AIO boards, which is one of the reasons I've kind of stayed the fuck away from them. But I mean, eventually I just kind of thought to myself, well, how bad could it possibly be? So we'll see. I've got 3 of them right now. We'll use one in the TP3. We're going to use another one in the Tiny Trainer, and the third one is a backup. So, all right. Shane says it's weird being on 2 videos at once. So let's push this button. That'll move us over to the other mic. Let me know if the music is a little bit too much. It shouldn't be. Should be pretty tame. Ooh, I've been forgetting to give you guys the extra light. So let me get that going here. Although, you know what? I'm gonna try to run this extra light off to the side here. I wish these were a little bit smaller for this. I love having the extra. Well, what if I put it vertical? No, that's not gonna work. Ooh, I know what I'm gonna try. Okay, let's try this. Stand by. Coming back, I swear. Let's try this little guy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's just leave that little fella there, and we can see how that goes. So, what's the over-under on me missing the premiere completely because I'm sitting here building just off in my own world. You guys want to start putting bets on it? If you do, I won't even be mad. It's hard to be mad when folks are just being realistic. So here's my extra backup TP3 frame because I have a feeling I'm just going to absolutely annihilate these. Let's get this. So big news, tomorrow is going to be another... There's going to be a few of these double content drops from me. Today it's this edit and this stream. Tomorrow it's going to be a regular Quaranstream, but also at the end of the Quaranstream, I'm going to let you guys go, and then I'm going to come back. I think I'm just going to like back-to-back it and come on and do the Tiny Hawk Race 2 review. So that'll be pretty cool. I'm really excited about that. And then on Friday, there'll be another review. I don't know if I'm supposed to say what it's going to be a review on, but you guys probably already know by the fact that I just said that. Because I don't have many unreleased prototype rigs right now. So yeah, Friday will be cool as well. And we'll see how the whole putting a review up the day that something releases goes. Hopefully that will be, I don't know, hopefully mad people will click on it and we'll get famous as fuck, and you guys will all be the originators of the original, the OGs, the OG fans, right? Right? That's what everybody wants, isn't it? Whatever. Is this one like kind of beat up a little bit? Yeah, it is. All right, so let's build this one. How long are these? How long is this hardware, though? I'm not going to need hardware that's this long. Yeah, that's way too long. So we'll tear this one apart and just use it for extra pieces. What do you guys think about that? Hey, Nathaniel LaBouffe with $2. Here's my bet on you missing it. So Nathaniel's in for $2 on the over-under for me to miss it. Anybody else going to come in with a, nah, Ciotti's got this? I wouldn't advise it. If you know what's good for you, I would bet against me. Billy, I would rather just get the ESC if possible. But if you don't want to spend the time pulling it out of there, I totally get it. I mean, you're not just pulling it out for me, right? Like I have an Acon 55 amp here that I can use. For whatever reason, I thought you'd said that you had like an extra of those T-Motor ESCs. So yeah, I mean, if you're pulling it out because you want it out of that rig, I'll totally take it. But if yeah, don't put yourself out to just send it over. Because yeah, I can just throw this Acon in there and then get another one of the Acons for the for my glide hammer with the big motors. So let me know. Either way, whatever's easier for you, brother. I'm not going to punch a gift horse in the mouth. Can you imagine punching a horse in the mouth? What? I mean, come on. A, what kind of a monster are you? B, oh, it's already pulled out, but don't know if it's good. Yeah, send it over. I'll tell you if it's good. D Brown asking what size motors are on the glide hammer. They are Lumineer Zip 2407 1700 kV motors. They are beastly bastards. We've had a couple of days of rain here, and it looks like it's not going to let up for pretty much a week. so I haven't really been able to get it up in the air to get you guys any good flight footage. I got like 1 or 2 batteries in, but they were just me faffing about. So it's got a Brain 3D Radix board, the 30x30 and it's having it's basically getting overwhelmed with too many vibrations because the Bosch gyro is lacking in internal filtering. I tried to put a 200 hertz PT1 stage 2 gyro filter on there, and that didn't really help all that much. Tiago remembered that Spats did a video on it and very kindly sent me the link over so that I wouldn't forget. And Mark put a 250 hertz, which is a little bit less aggressive, stage 2 gyro filter on his, but he also made that a biquad filter, which is biquad filters, if you don't know, are slower but more aggressive than PT1 filters. So I switched that filter over to biquad, and I haven't had a chance to fly it in that setup yet. But hopefully it's good. When it's on absolutely fresh props, it's okay. But as soon as a prop gets even a little bit dinged up, it starts to get very upset with the world. And that's no good because my props last about 3 seconds before they get smashed through Scraggle and or any number of other horrible things, as you guys know by now. So, yeah, I got to get that straightened out. Or I'll just pull that flight controller. I have maybe... If I go out with it more than 2 more times and it's still not acting perfectly, that flight controller is gone. And I'll just stick a Talon F7 up front and call it a day. So there's that. Freelojo says, I ended up with a gnarly FPV Primo TPU kit and will be getting the frame. It's a 2-inch. Would you say AIO or small stack? On a 2-inch rig, I would definitely say AIO. One of the biggest issues with... so the big problem with 2-inch propellers is that they are not very efficient. The tips of the propellers are just kind of too close together, and yeah, so they lack efficiency, and they really lack efficiency if you try to make a bunch of power with them. So any weight that you can cut off is going to really help. So I'll use this little guy as an example, the Tiny Hawk Race 2. This guy is, you know what? I don't remember what it weighs. Let's see. But this guy uses an AIO and it flies beautifully, and it's very lightweight. And I think that has an awful lot to do with it. I've built a number of 2-inch rigs in the past with 20x20 stacks because that's what we just used to have, and they were all okay, but they all just they just lacked a little bit of thrust. They always seemed like they just wanted a little bit more, and if you can't make more thrust, lighten shit up. That's kind of the way it works. So yeah, definitely go AIO and be a weight Nazi with it, man. The lighter you can get, I mean, if you can shave a gram off of that thing, you're gonna feel the difference. Like it's really gonna really be sensitive to weight for sure. So other than that, though, it's oh right, I wanted to weigh it. The whole point of cleaning that area was to put this damn thing down and weigh it. Okay, that's going well. So 45.8. That ain't bad. My God, is that light? Whew! 45.8, 45.9. Damn. Yeah, for flying small spaces, whew, this thing is just terrific. Best I've ever flown for small places. Wilder says, do you have an extra AIO that would work in a sailfly frame? Um, I don't really have an extra, like, I do have an extra AIO, but I'm holding on to that extra AIO because I'm pretty sure that one of the two of these is going to blow up, and I always like to have. I'm trying really hard to keep one extra of kind of everything. Now that all my 5-inch rigs are kind of using the same setup of equipment, it's realistic for me to kind of keep one of everything in stock here, so that I never have to wait for shipping or stuff to come back in stock. So I'm following that rule across the board now. So the technical answer to your question is yes, I do have an extra AIO, but the real answer is no. I only no, I don't, because the extra one that I have doesn't count. But Sailfly, what do you have that's Sailfly? God, I haven't heard that company name in a hot minute. Oh, what am I doing? I have a beautiful WIHA driver for this. Jeez, missing out, man. Am I gonna miss it yet? No, 9 minutes. 8 minutes. 8 minutes until the premiere. Can one of the mods drop the link to the premiere in the chat? Actually, no. You guys just click the button for my channel, and the premiere is up there of the crane video. Freelo just says, which one did you say you're running, AIO? I kind of have like one of each. I have one of the beta FPV ones. I forget which one it is. I know they make a whole bunch of different ones. I have a Mamba, and I have the Pyrodrone El Cheapo one that they just started selling not too long ago. I'm questioning right now why I'm using hardware that's so long. I'm only going to put one board in here. This is going to be one board, and then the receiver and the VTX are just going to get like stuffed somewhere. Well, I guess I could put them under the board, maybe. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. For a first shot at this, I'll stick with the longer hardware. I'll stuff everything under the AIO. I don't love the idea of sticking tough stuff to the top of the PCB that your gyro is going to be on. So yeah, I'm going to try that. Paulie Lee, don't go to bed yet. In 7 minutes, there's the crane video premieres. Stay up late and watch it, or else you're dead to me. Weirdo with a skateboard is going to bid 3 jelly beans. All right. Noah like the Arc. I'm doing RCN Power 1204s, and I'm going to do the this little fella, this little newbie drone canopy. I need new needle nose pliers. Any of you guys have good? These are like ultra cheap shit nonsense that I got way back when. Anybody have any recommendation on needle nose pliers that are of good quality? I like the little crosshatch here to give it a little bit of grip, and then I like that they're rounded. I want ones that are perfectly rounded because these are what I use to stretch shrink wrap. So if anybody knows of a good one, hit a brother up. Hit me CiottiFPV on Facebook or Instagram if you don't mind. Because stuff in the chat I tend to forget. 5 minutes until the premiere. I'm going to try really hard to not miss it. Probably going to miss it, though. Let's do this. I know how I can not miss it. The audio, if I pause Spotify and Yeah, cool. It'll pop up. Sick. This'll work. I'm gonna turn the volume up. This is gonna be great. All right. Premiere in 4 minutes. I'm gonna miss it for sure. Okay. Let's keep going on this fella. Wait, did I not? I did not. There we are. All right, I see a bunch of orange over there. Let me just get going on this, and then I can look over, which is happening right now. Rich just got a Tiny Hawk ready to fly and burned up the battery connector on the third battery. Should I switch to a better connector? If so, what should I switch to? Is that 1S, Rich? If that's 1S, the current hot connector is the Beta FPV BT 2.0. XT30 would be good as well, but those are a little bit heavy. The BT 2.0 only has a little bit more resistance, and it's quite a bit lighter. So that seems to be the move if you're on 1S. If you're on 2S, I would just say go to the XT30. Yeah, look at this ridiculous little lens that they're putting now on the Nano. I actually emailed Pyrodrone with a picture of it, and I was like, "Yo, the lens came off. This is broken." And they confirmed with they had to confirm with RunCam that yeah, this wasn't broken. So these are supposed to look like this now, which is I think going to be a problem because the lens protectors on this are pretty long, so I'm going to have to chop the shit out of these lens protectors, but that's all right. Not the end of the world. I can't believe how nice this fits in here. I almost got it stuck in here. I was just kind of test fitting it. When I thought I was going to have to return this thing, I was like, oh, let me just test fit it real quick. And I put it in, and I had a really had a hell of a time getting it out. But I don't really have to worry about it. 2S, says Rich. Yeah, you're kind of up in the air on 2S. I would maybe just go to XT30, man. They're not that heavy, and with 2S, you've probably got enough power to offset it. So yeah, that would be my. That's what I would do if it were me. What time do we got? 7:57. Ooh, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. RunCam Racer Nano. Yeah, I got 2 of those RunCam Racer Nanos nowadays, and I don't like them. Peletheus prefers the ones that I use. I have them. Cheap and get the job done. Got mine at McMaster. Irwin makes quality tools, good price, says Ken Hill. All right, all right, all right. Not Premiere and Stream. Come on. Oh yeah, both. We're going both ways, man. Come on, get in there. God, this is how good it fits. It fits so good that you can't get it in. That's what she said. Poop, 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 poop. All right. Supercell, what'd you time out Peletheus for? He's just talking about pliers. What did he say? What did he say that was so bad? All right, I'm gonna stop doing this, and we're gonna go over to the premiere. Head over to the premiere, guys, so that you can watch it in high quality, and we'll talk over on the premiere, and then after the premiere, we'll come back here. Cool? Or just leave them both open. I guess for this stream, I'll leave this camera on for like some sort of a reaction, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, oh yeah.
A reaction camera?
I think that's what Michelle does.
Yeah, why not? All right, I'm going full screen maybe on the. I don't think I've watched this. No, I haven't watched this on YouTube yet. It'll be interesting to see how good or bad the compression is. Although the way that I export and upload, the compression is never all that bad. No, like the Arc says, Rotor Riot sells a decent pair. Nice. All right. Shh, June logo. Don't tell anybody. Let me make sure I didn't miss any chats here. Wilder says he got the happy model. Okay, is who makes the sail fly. Okay, ran 4S fine on the bi-blades, but didn't like the Emax tri-blades too much. Yeah, the difference between bi and tri-blades is pretty shocking. Premiere will begin shortly, it says. Usually it does a countdown. I think it should. Jimmy Nature says, this better not suck. Hey, there it goes. Oh, God, it's going to make me wait 2 more minutes? Thanks for the vote of confidence, Jimmy. Oh, hell. Oh, heck. I'm going to try to start saying heck more. I'm stealing that from Jimmy Broadbent, for the record. And it would be nice to curse a little bit less, because I know that people do play this when there are... it would just be nice to curse less. It's never going to happen. What did you say, Pale? Yeah, whatever. LaBouffe lost the bet. Thanks, Jimmy. All right. 24 seconds, guys. This is so exciting. I've only seen this like 15,000 times. All right, so yeah, I'm going to go full screen there, and then I won't be able to see the chat. That's just great. Whatever, that's fine. We'll talk about it afterwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. All right, I'll stop now. Kristen, you want to come watch? Nah, you don't have to. Wait, where's the audio? Oh, God. Hold on. Ah. The delay is brutal. Oh, wow. It does look like shit. Oh, wow. That looks really bad. That sucked. Huh. Oh, it hasn't finished crunching it yet. Damn. You gotta give it that little yeah. It's all about that Doubt House, bro. Look how good those transitions look now that it's actually exported. Can you guys believe that? Oh, wait, you have to, hold on. Yeah, I'll kill the audio here, because if you guys are trying to watch both and hear me, it's not going to be good. Carl, go over to the premiere to watch it. It'll be better quality, although my quality just absolutely went to hell in a handbasket. It's on 3... Oh, it's because I'm doing 8,000 things at once. You guys will be fine, though. Yeah, watching it through... All right, you got it, Carl. Cool. Ooh, what do you think about that? Woof. Woofa. Getting close to those concrete bastards. I'll give myself a little bit of audio. Just a little bit. You guys won't be able to hear it anyway, I think. Ugh, man, I wish this crane was still here. This is like an entire hotel now. It's not done yet, but it's like a 10-story hotel now. This crane is just gone and it sucks. I flew at that crane a good amount. I broke a good amount of stuff at this crane, too. Oh, I don't have to have this full screen now. I don't care to have it full screen too because it looks like shit ass. Those concrete blocks tried to get me. Oof! Just firing off the front of that crane, yo. Firing off the front of that Fraser crane. Nice, Carl. Oh man, yeah, this is my I used to fly at this spot almost every day. I wouldn't hit the crane every day, but I would fly here almost every day because it was just empty. There was nobody there, and now there's like people walking all around all over the place. There it be, yo. How long is it? Does it not tell you? It doesn't tell you. Rusty, that spot sucks now. The crane's gone, there's a building where it was, and there's all kinds of people running around all over the place. So, yeah, no longer a spot worthy of flying, to be really honest. Yeah, oh, yeah. Thanks, Tiago. Click things on the premiere if you guys don't mind. Click many things. Yeah, the quality is a lot better when you guys can watch it over there, right? Rather than through the stream. Alright, so cool. I can close that down and move back to the workbench. Nathaniel, you get there, man. Lots of sim time. Micros with lots of batteries. That's all it is. It's just beating your head into it, basically. There's nothing that I did that anybody else can't do. All right, let's get back to work. Enough fun and games. Let's get back to work. All right, Run Cam Nano is good to go. I'm going to reuse this little container because that's what I do. And, alright, let's see if we can get this damn thing in here. Because I have not had any luck so far. But I think I had it in here at one point. I don't think I need to trim this to get the damn thing in there. Ted Blake says, how much for the Acrobat frame hanging on the wall behind you? I mean, it's broken. So, I mean, pretty much all the frames up on the wall are broken. So, I mean, it would probably be pretty cheap. I don't know why you'd want it though. The wall is the graveyard basically. The few working quads that I have sometimes are in the middle on the bottom of the wall. Other times are just strapped to the bag. But yeah, everything you see on the walls is either busted or prototype and unable to get replacement parts for. That's one of the saddest things about prototype frames is that a lot of times there'll be some. So one of two things happen. Either, I guess it's the same thing that happens. The whole point for you to be a prototype tester is that you break it. So you do that and you obliterate it, and then changes get made, and that's it. There will be no more prototype stuff cut, because why would there be? And you have a perfectly good frame with like one broken arm, and it makes you sad if you're me. But that's okay. It served its purpose in life. Meet Quad Fairy. Meet Wad Fairy. Why isn't it Meet Quad Fairy? Go change that right now. Meet Wad Fairy with $1.99. The boop emoji. Oh, Meat Wad, you're the man. Thanks, brother. I hadn't said poop this whole stream until then, and I only said it to describe the emoji. Man, this fits in here really tight. Holy shit, I am never going to have to worry about this coming out. I wish I could get it all the way in, though. My goodness. Let's try this. Let's just pry this up a little bit and then just push. I guess maybe I do have to shave this thing down a little bit, but this is kind of stuck. Oh, I see what's going on. It pushed too far forward, and it's hung up on the hole. So let's push it back in there, and then I think that'll allow the bottom to. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yes. Okay, so that's good. That's where it should be. I see. That square bit doesn't want to go through the front. Man, that would be nice if it would go through the front, though. That's okay. So now it's sitting in there straight, and I feel better, and we can move on. That's nice that I don't have to worry about that popping out, though. I see some people having to, like, rubber band their cameras into this mount, and I know the back of these cameras get kind of hot, so I was not looking forward to having to do that. Although it looks like I could trim the corners of the plastic, but that feels kind of risky. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it like it is. I'm sure it's fine. So there's that. Let me look at the chat real quick. Jimmy Nature says great. Let me just come over. And Jesus Christ, you guys are brutal. Ken Hill says that was kind of cool. Fuckers. Maestro liked the sunset. Ted Blake. We talked about that. Jimmy Nature, great editing and flying in your video, man. Thanks, Jimmy. Ted Blake, 6th video, by the way. Did you turtle the quad back over? Did you have to get someone to go up there for you? I indeed had to get somewhere to go up there for you. For the first time ever, I ran. And this is... Oh, no, that's right. I desoldered it. I don't have it put together anymore. All right, well, right before... I think the day before, I've always seen people who shrink wrap the 680 UF capacitor to the XT60. And I've always thought, like, that's a pretty elegant sort of solution for where to put the cap. So I did it on that build for like I said, the first time ever. I'd never done that before, and when it hit so hard, so even though I had the same way I've always done it, which is to put the one of the XT60s under the battery strap. For whatever reason, it does a really good job at holding them there and making sure that they don't come unplugged. For the first time in a long time. It actually unplugged when it hit. Although it did hit unbelievably hard. It unplugged when it hit. It blew up the... I want to say it broke the top and the bottom plate. It broke an arm. It broke a motor. It broke a GoPro. And a Session 5. I think that's it. I think that was all the carnage. But, yeah. Yeah, somebody went up there and got it. My legs were sore for like a week and a half afterwards because it was a hell of a climb. Josh says, does anybody make skid plates for micros like Rotorite runs sort of for FPV? They do not. Can only find TPU soft mounts, nothing like the skid plates. Josh, the best I've found is if you run little foam feet, and then run 2 wraps of electrical tape over them. The electrical tape slides pretty good. And the foamy gives it like a nice rounded edge. That's the best and that setup is lightweight. Ted Blake says, if you just have to break them, sign me up as a prototype tester. Deal. Did you get your quad back? Just talked about that. June Loco, what flight controller are you using? June, what? On the rig in the video or on this? I actually haven't decided on this quite yet. D Brown shrink wrapped his in. IMAX says hello. IMAX, go play my edit that just dropped on your big IMAX screen there. Let me know how it looks. Paulie Lee says can't wait to see the toothpick rip. Troy Casperson says somebody called a tow drone. Panic FPV has been wanting to build a toothpick as his first build. I don't know how that would be as your first build. I would maybe want a little more durability for my first build, but if you fly over grass, you'd be totally fine. Let me give you guys a little. I'll give you guys a little insider baseball. Hold on. What's happening? What this computer is just really called in sick today. Yeah, so there was actually that was the other rig that I just obliterated up there. That was the two of them. That was a rough day. I broke a lot of shit that day. But yeah, there it is, all the way up top, all the way up top. That's all I could see of it right there. Could just see the little thing sticking out. Oh God, creepy day, creepy day. All right, back to it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're building. We're building. And we're building. And we're building. Let's move some shit out of the way. Because it's getting a little crowded over here. I don't need these. These are super long. And I also don't need this. This is an extra. Where'd that little bag of extras go? There it is. Okay. So we got those guys on there. Let's pick a AIO board to run. I think I put them in this bag here with the tiny trainer stuff. Yeah, I did. All right, so here's one. I want to say that that's the Mamba. Yeah, that's the Mamba. You know what? Let's use the Mamba. I think, yeah, this is already like pre-tinned. This is this came in a box of stuff from Rugi, actually, Kebab. So we'll use that one. God, it just struck me that one of these, the reason why I had two of these frames is Kebab sent the one, and this was in there. So I'm literally just putting this right back into the frame that I took it out of not too long ago. So let's deal with the XT30 first, because otherwise I'll forget it and regret it. And that's all I have to say about that. I guess I should put a capacitor on it because it's just the least I can do to try to get these, to try to keep this thing from exploding in 3 seconds. Don't I, do I have a separate little container with I do. I forgot about that. All right. Here's my little capacitor container. Where is that crane? Wilder says it doesn't exist anymore. The building is now done, so there's no more need for that crane, unfortunately. That crane hasn't been there since 2019. That crane came down maybe like November. That video was filmed in January, February, March, April, May, June of last year. And yeah, I flew that spot as much as I could, and then it went away. Get in there, come on. Slide in there, you sticker bastard. There we go. Okay, so yeah, let's find a capacitor that will nicely sit on. I guess I could do that one. That's a little big though. I probably don't need a 330. Jesus. Okay, hold on, guys. I got a hell of a mess over here right now, but it's almost better. There we go. Okay, here's the XT30 that I'm going to use, and here's the capacitor box. Meatwad Fairy says the name is kind of from Team Hunger Force. Ah, okay. Gonna need some help with this Cinewoop tomb. Can I PM you my dump? Don't send me the dump. Just take screenshots of the PID screen, the filter screen. That's really all I need to see. And for the most part with Cinewoops, as long as you're running a somewhat smooth motor, the stock tune should work. If the stock tune's not working, check everything mechanically first, because it should at least sketch up in the air. That tends to be the first place I tell everybody to look anyway. But yeah, just make sure that that's all good to go, and then we can start troubleshooting from there. So this is a 25 volt, and I'm never going to run this on anything other than, yeah, so this is fine, because I'm never going to run it beyond 3S. I'm never going to put this thing onto 4S, because there just aren't 4S batteries that are light enough. Why are these leads in here? apparently I've forgotten multiple times that I have separate boxes for connectors and capacitors, because these two boxes have like each other's stuff all over the place. So what is this one? This is a 330, but a 25 volt. That should be fine. Yeah, we'll do that. I don't think I have a waffle cap, or do I? I might have an XT30 waffle cap. I do! Look at that! I'll be damned. Would you just look at me? I got some good stuff here, although I'll have to pull this apart to put it on there. Yeah. I don't know. Panic says I'm so new, I'm still over grass for sure. Okay. Good. Meatwad Fairy burned up the original Flywoo motors. Sent you that photo. Installing T-motor 1507 2500's way smoother. Okay, good. Yeah, get throw those fucking Flywoo motors in the goddamn river. Those assholes. Those are probably the shitty ones. The new shitty ones that I got, not the old smooth ones. So yeah, big thumbs down for Flywoo for changing the internal construction of their 1507s without telling anybody. Not cool. Did speak with Pyrodrone, and they, of course, as they always do, just said, yeah, man, send them back, put this RMA number on it, and we'll refund you. So yet another awesome customer service experience from, not customer service, experience from Pyrodrone. So, what if we just don't put a capacitor on it? I mean, or is there a VTX pad that I can put the capacitor on? No, doesn't look like there is. I could just solder it to the top, though. But then it's all hanging out, all gnarly and nasty and shit. I don't think I want that. It's not that bad, though. I could get it like that. Like, keep it right next to that. No, I don't think I want to do that. I could probably run it vertical. What's the front of this board? So if 1 is here, so this is, my thumb is 1. So that would mean that usually they silkscreen an arrow. There it is. There's the arrow. Okay, so, oh, well, so that's interesting. This is the back of the board. So I could just make the damn thing sit up like that because there's plenty of room. Could do that. That's no big deal. Yeah, I'm going to do that. That's totally fine. Yeah, fuck it. I'm down to do things differently. Why not? Why not? Why not? I'm more thinking So for the record, I have never in all the times that I've had video noise, and I've put a capacitor on to try to make it better. It has never made a molecule of difference. So the whole capacitor thing for me is not about video noise. It's just about reliability and trying to prevent the big ass spikes of what's it called, backflow or some shit like that. When the motors go into regenerative mode, it can be really hard on the on the electronics. Oh man, I also don't know how long to make this. Shit. So if that's the front, it's gonna be on the back. I'm gonna run the battery sideways. So if it's on the back, I'm gonna run it out the bottom and battery sideways. So I definitely don't need this much length, that's for sure. What about something like that? So battery, and the battery's going to be about that long, and then it's going to come over. Yeah, that's probably about right. Yeah, I'm going to do it like that. So let's just get to irreversibly chopping shit. What do you guys think? Well, hopefully that's enough. Let me just nick this. And since I'm going to be running that capacitor vertically, I think what I'll do is try to push these all the way through the EIO maybe, so that they can, or do I go the opposite and don't push them all the way through? Well, I might be flat. So I wanted to use the through holes, but it looks like this gauge of wire is too big. Oh yeah, totally. So not going to use the through holes. I'm just going to have to flat solder it, which is fine. Oh, you know what? That'll actually work really nice, because that will mean that I can run the AIO up on top. Ooh, that's good news. Good news. The Dacia Sandero has arrived. Freelojo found a 220 volt 1000 UF cap. I think it's a little big. That's probably the size of a fucking house, isn't it? 220 volt. Jesus. Jesus, man. That's ridiculous. That's too big. All right. Let's tin these. And then we'll tin the pads. And then we will profit. Don't really know how long this stream is going to be tonight. I don't think I'm going to get through this whole build, though. These builds are easy and all, but they still do have a bunch of soldering. Like, it's still kind of the same amount of work, right? Receiver, VTX, power lead, motor wires. What else? I don't know. Other things. So I'm going to tin both the top and the bottom. No, I'm not. I'm going to put the capacitor in there, and then I'm just going to fill it up with solder. I kind of wish these guys were the other way around. These guys being these grommets. I think I'm going to reverse these grommets. I wonder why Kebab had them in this orientation. That's kind of interesting. What were you up to here, Kabibbles? Oh god, they just pop right out. Okay. That was weird. I'm also testing the Weller 1010 right now. It's I believe that there's a setting in the menu for how long it stays at full temperature before dropping its temperature down, and I believe that function is not working, because I had it on 15 minutes and it was definitely not waiting 15 minutes to start cooling down. So I'm kind of keeping my eye on it. I changed it to like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I think. Yeah, I changed it to 10 minutes. So we'll see in 10 minutes from now. Oh my god, it's a little smaller than a 4S battery. That's too big. Holy Christ. All right, so let's get these back in, but in the other direction now. Here's how I like to get them in. I just kind of try to mash them and get them started a little bit, and then I take my fingernail and just kind of like pull on the flat, or I just drop it and don't do anything. Two hands. Right hand pushes the top lip of the gummy in, and then I just use my fingernail to do this kind of move, and it usually will pull the rest of it in. Sometimes it works better than other times. There we go. See? So you get a little bit of it through, and then you just use your fingernail to pick the rest of it through. And I like to do this before I start working on it, because it kind of props the board up nice and prevents it from moving around. This way I don't have to use blue tack. Because as you all know, blue tack and I are not friends. Blue tack can eat dirt. There we go. Get up in there, you little rat. If it's giving you problems, come in with a little bit of tweezery action. And you can usually just kind of smash it on in there. Patience is the key. Technique doesn't mean shit. It's all about patience. With these stupid little grommets going into stupid little holes that are too small for them anyway. Oh boy, come on. Hook a brother up. Just get in there. Ah, these grommets seem to like the tweezer method. Let's go with it. Come on. Come on. There it is. There it be. Look at that little thing dancing around on the desk. How satisfying is that? Okay, so yeah, let's do the capacitor first. The white gray stripe is always for negative. Never, ever, ever forget that. Um, Although if you do forget it, it will remind you in a hurry. So let's cut it down here like this. I think right about there should be nice. Okay, so I don't want to go flat against the board because I need to be able to tilt this thing inwards. So I'm just going to tilt the pins now. Although actually I need to look at the positive versus the negative. Okay, that's not gone well. I bent them the wrong way. So let's bend them back. Whoa, easy fella. Okay, there we go. So when this is sitting there, it's going to look like that. And I cut them too short. What's that? Measure twice and cut once thing? Fuck you. Okay. Well, that one's too short. That'll come in handy someday. What's this one? This looks just a little bit bigger. Nah, it's fine. 25 volt, 330 UF, and I bet you those are actually the right length right now. Okay, Lego. Yeah, blue tack is great. I'm just being silly. BH upgraded to 4.2 on his Mobula 6 and it won't arm. All modes are set up correctly, but it says RPM filter when I try and arm instead of spinning the motors up. Wow, that's a weird issue. Oh yeah, this is way better. So, what the hell is going on there? See if there's tuning notes up yet. If there's tuning notes up already, it might decrypt that warning code. Or try searching Google for like Betaflight warning code RPM filter. A lot of times those warnings are like really descriptive once you've found the description. Sometimes it's just hard to find the description of it. This is going to be a little tough. I think I'm going to solder it in here, and then I think I'll bend it over. Yeah, let me get it soldered in here first, and then I'll figure out what to do after that. I wonder if, look at that. That's pretty handy. Once I get one of the legs on, it'll be fine. The other one will kind of hold it. And the soldering iron is still at 650, so that's good. All right. The only other thing I can think of is maybe it's digital idle related. But why the hell would the OSD say RPM filter? That's weird. All right, so this leg is going to be the first one to get stuck in here. Really giving it some time to heat up here. because what we're trying to do is push the solder through. What we're trying to do is bridge the pads so that everything blows up. All right, they're unbridged. So, yeah, when you're doing through holes like that, you're trying to push a bunch of solder in so that it flows through to the other side of the through hole. And we almost got that, but not quite. So I'm just going to go in here real sneaky like and try to sneak a little bit more solder on the top. And I'll probably bridge the pads in the process, but that's okay, because we can just unbridge them like you guys see me do all the time. Okay, let's see how that went. Hard to tell. Hard to tell whether it just added a bunch of solder to the tip of the iron or if it actually penetrated to the top of the thing. Let me check it out with the 5X loop. Now we're good. Yeah, that came through the top. So that's nice and strong now. So I'm just going to take it and bend it at the top here. And I don't want to bend it too much. And I think that's right about where I'm going to stop. I think that's about it. It gets it out of the way of the screw coming through, and I'll just give it a little tiny push to the side just to make absolutely sure it's not going to get in the way of the screw. Okay, so that's pretty good. So now we just have to flat solder the lead here on the bottom, which should be pretty easy. It's pre-tinned. Well, not pre-tinned, but you guys know what I mean. What if I soldered it the other way? Let me see something here. So if this is on like this, and look at that. Look how nicely that's sitting up. That might actually be where it stays, because it looks like I might be able to squeeze. Here's the VTX. Oh yeah. Looks like I might be able to squeeze the VTX on one side and the receiver on the other. That could be a nice little clean setup. Very cool. What was I just gonna do? Oh yeah, can I solder that going in? Like, can I solder it going in this way? And then, yeah, it looks like that's gonna be fine. And it looks like it'll protect it really nice down there too. We'll try it. Hey man, I'm coming into the toothpick game late. I might as well try to innovate somewhere, right? I'm sure this has been done before. I'm sure this has been done 100 times before, to be honest. All right, let's see what we can do without tweezers. Let's see how hot this is going to get on me and how quick it's going to get hot. Soldering iron is still at 650. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe it was just turned off or something weird before. This board is moving around a little too much for me. Let's try this move. This is one of my favorite moves, is to put the board in the frame to give it a little bit more stability. Oh yeah, that's the ticket. That's the stuff right there. Let's get this fella down. And just putting the tiniest little bit of downward pressure with the soldering iron. Mostly you want your left hand to be the one making sure that the wire stays positioned in the correct spot. And I am going to need the tweezers because it is lifting up from the silicone thickness. So let's get back on here, put heat back into this. I'm going to push it down like that. And I'm also going to make sure that it doesn't bridge here. It's kind of peeking out on the corner. Come on, you jerk. Come on, you jerk. Stop bridging. Well, that might not be bridged. Let me see. Is it? God, that's hard to tell. Man, is that a clean solder joint too, though? All right, let's see. Oh yeah, it's totally bridged. I thought I saw it acting up. All right, debridgification. Here we come. And let's hold it here. Basically what happened is I pushed down hard enough to flatten the wires out. And they don't love it when you do that. So now I got to push them back, which is always a pain in the ass. There we go. I just felt it on that one. It moved for sure. There we go. All better. I think. Let's double check. Oh yeah. Now we're good. Now we're good. Time for the ground. And I'm going to run into the same issue where I need to be pushing it down from up here to make sure that it sits down on the pad. So let's just get that going. Ah, that's better. That's what I want. That's exactly what I want. Soldering iron tip is hot but not wet. Oh, there we go again. We'll get it a little bit moist. This is why we don't have ladies in this hobby, guys, because we're fucking gross. And I don't even feel a little bit bad lumping you guys in with me on that one. Because as a male, I feel like we're sort of just genetically kind of gross. I feel like it's a little bit of a learned behavior, but also a little bit genetic as well. Oh yeah, we're good. That solder joint looks sexy, bro. Oh, I see what happened on the positive side. A whole bunch of the solder came through. Interesting. Well, it's fine. Okay, so here we go. Let's build a quad. So we got that going. Now this thing won't sit anywhere, so that's great. We just hit a home run with that one. So I guess I might as well just drop it in the frame. Look at that. That's going to be dope. Maybe. Maybe it's not going to be long enough. I have a feeling it's not going to be long enough now that I look at it. Yeah, the motor's going to be all low. This was a stupid idea. This is not going to work. Well, I'll leave it for now. Maybe it'll magically work. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. You live and you learn. Sometimes we just gotta try new shit. I'm gonna do the motors last. So, what is this board again? Mamba F4. I need to look up the wiring diagram because the silk screening is pretty good, but not that great. Although, let me check it. Hold on. RX1, ground and 5-volt. TX1. Well, I guess it's not that bad. What's over here? LED 5-volt ground, buzzers. Okay. Well, there's a video in. That's pretty straightforward. All right. 5-volt video in, 5-volt ground, TX2 video out. Huh. Well, I mean, not that bad. It's kind of acceptable. I'll just use T1 for, yeah. Let's just solder shit on. Let's not think about it. Let's just... this Ishin Nano got run over by a car. This is out of the Wemix. So I don't even know if this thing's going to work. But only one way to find out. Hopefully it's not shorted, and hopefully it doesn't just blow up the AIO. That's one way to kill an AIO, I guess. I'm going to clean these wires up a little bit here. And I'm going to do them one at a time so that I remember where they go. The ultimate lazy move. Ultimate lazy. Ciotti. Alright, let's cut this off because this looks like a box of shrimp McNuggets. That's right, I said shrimp McNuggets. What? Can you imagine? Shrimp McNuggets. Ugh. Liquefying shrimp and turning them into goop. Yikes. Tinning in progress. To anyone just joining, there's a brand new edit up. Go watch it, or we're not friends anymore. So there's that. We're building a FPV cycle TP3 toothpick here with a Mamba AIO, the new RunCam Nano, and a RXSR. And this VTX and the RXSR were run over by a car not too long ago. So it'll be interesting to see if either one of them still works. That's what I'm kind of getting to work on here. These wires were just soldered on with a little bit extra. Well, it's soldered on a little bit long, so I'm just going to clean this up a little bit here. If you're going to be dumb, you got to be tough. Remember what that's from? Old Heads? Oh, what happened there? Why did that pull off so much of the shielding? That was weird. Oh, sorry guys. Come on. Shielding. Get back. Move back, shielding. God damn you. I'm afraid it's gonna... You can like pull the pickle lighter. You can pull the shielding out a little bit if you don't have quite enough, but in this case it's just I pulled it a little too far. So let's do this one more time. And okay, so that's what I want. That's the amount I want. And this side actually looks pretty clean. It doesn't look like there's any broken wires on this side, so we'll just go for it. Alright. There we go. And that side was already tinned, but I just always like to put a little bit of fresh solder on. God knows what kind of solder is on something that came from somewhere else. Could be lead-free. Nobody wants that. How the hell am I going to get in here? I think I'm going to have to do it like this. I sort of did this backwards. This was a weird... I should have gone from the other side in, but too late now. Alright. Just getting this in the tweezers here, and then we'll just stick it on down. And if this guy wants to stop moving around, we can just hover it, drop the blob, and think to ourselves, man, some sticky tack would be nice right now. I keyed. Alright, that looks pretty good. I'm just going to chop that little sharp Hershey Kiss part on the top off with some cutters. Man, I also need some new cutters. I need to these red and black ones are okay, but they do not last all that long. Man, that could have been a nightmare just now. They, after not too long, they start to get, they're really cheap. You totally get what you pay for with them, for better or worse. But the little chompers start to get off. The chompers are supposed to chomp down like this, and they start to shift, and it doesn't cut as good. Ken Hill says, hey, can't you bench test the VTX before you hook it up to the IO board? I can, but I like to live dangerously on the channel sometimes. So, and it has to be funny seeing me blowing shit up, so yeah, let's just go for it. It'll be fun. I'm realizing, it's as much fun watching a shit show as it is watching somebody that's really good. So, I figure sometimes I'll be a shit show and sometimes I'll be really good, and that way you guys will get the best of both worlds. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. Alright, just kind of getting that pad a little bit, I don't know, words. Words! Get back down there. I was afraid this was going to happen, but it's an easy fix. There it is. That's what I wanted. Nice and flat. Have you used any jumper receivers? I didn't even know Jumper made their own receiver. Which should answer your question. I thought it was just FrSky and you just used FrSky receivers. Is there any reason to use a jumper receiver? Are they any good? Are they like better or cheaper than FrSky? What's up, Experimental? How are you? Give these guys a little tug. Yeah, they're fine. Okay, let's get this yellow wire out of here. In theory, that's the video line. Cut that down just a little bit. And what's going on this side? This side looks pretty effed up. Let's chop them off. And we will re-strip and re-tin. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks way better. Okay, double tin coming at you. Where'd the solder go? There it is. The double bluff. Put me on the wheel. Oh, for fuck's sake, get back here. Okay. Let's go this side in. Let's get it in the tweezers. And smack it down. Let me make it a little bit straighter though. Everything else has been coming straight out. That's good enough. Alright. Oop. Whoopsie. Yeah, it's off a little bit. Let's get that off of there and do it again. There we go. Oh, wow. That is just horrendous. Yikes. Okay, let's go in here and take some of that solder away. Hey, the iron's cooling down. 390. Okay, so maybe that was 10 minutes. Maybe I'm just a crazy person. I'm going to move it up to 20 minutes. See if that works. All right. I almost turned it off, but I really do like that feature, especially because this soldering iron doesn't have a bright red LED on it like my old one, so I keep forgetting to turn the fucking thing off. And that is hard on the power supply and the tip of the iron. So it drops it down to like 350 degrees, so it drops it down nice and low, and it's saved my ass a couple times already. All right, nice and strong. Last one here, and I'm just going to completely replace this one because it's got that janky jankopotamus on it. So let's get this out. And see if I can find a piece of green or white. White will work too. And I've got both. Let's go white. This is for the smart audio. Oh, no, it goes in here. Oh, well, that's interesting. So we're not going to have... Are we not going to have telemetry on this? I'm not going to have telemetry on this. I would have to do soft serial on the LED pad to do telemetry on here. Huh. I didn't even think of that. Maybe I'll do that. Tin that pad. Interesting. Yeah, not enough room for extra UARTs in here. Up in here, up in here. And all right, LED pad is tinned, I think, because I don't think there's anything on the other side, right? Or maybe there is. Oh God. Oh, those are all the same pads. Oh, look at that. Huh. They double-sided all the pads. That's kind of cool. I've never seen anybody do that before. That's neat. Okay. Enough talk. Back to action. Okay, yeah, right. White, and it looks like it's too short. Of course it is. Okay. What's up, Roscoe? How are you, man? Roscoe says DRL was working. Went to play the next day, and it wasn't. Sounds like FPV to me. I had this. I don't know if I ever. I think I told you guys about this at one point, but I had this build at one point. This is when I was like finally starting to get good at building, and I did everything right, checked everything. Well, no, I didn't check I didn't check anything actually. I just put it together, top to bottom. Didn't check anything, but I was like super confident about everything, and I plug it in, it doesn't work, and I spend like an hour trying to figure out. I don't know if it like didn't power up or I forget what the issue was, but it did power up, but there was some issue in Betaflight. I got so mad. I just said fuck it. I went to sleep. I was like, all right, I'll just go to sleep, and when I wake up, it'll be fine. Everything will be cool. Like, sarcastically, of course, I said that. And that's exactly what happened. I woke up, and it was fine, and it was always fine after that. And it was just completely nonsensical. Absolutely no reason for that to have happened. Ridiculous. So strange. We got Google Voice listen to what we're saying, transmitting it to our quads so that they can mess with us. Bet you that's what actually happened too. It's an advanced, super advanced quad. It's a Mavic Pro Pro Pro. All right. Yeah, it was very 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 weird. Like straight up ghost weird, like actual ghosts weird. For real ghosts. Not none of them fake ghosts. I'm talking for real ghosts. Bros and broettes. Ugh. I mean, I don't know what's happening, but I can't keep my effing eyes open right now. Where did that VTX pad go? Is it on this side? Nope, must be on this side. Video in, video out. You schmucks. What did they put video out right next to video in for? Can somebody... Never mind. 5-volt... Okay, so we're video in, 5-volt ground, TX2, video out. Cool. So we'll just... plop this whole thing on that one line. And then where the hell did that arrow go again? Where's that tiny little arrow? The arrow's facing this way. So, oh, right. This is all going underneath. So I guess I'll solder them out, and then I'll wrap the wires underneath. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. So I should have put these on the other side. That's okay, though. I guess I'll cut these down so that they're all the same length, right? That'll drive everyone insane if I don't do that, myself included. So let's pull these out here. Get them kind of evenly matched up. Really cut them down a little bit too. Yeah, I can cut them down a bunch, I think. I'll cut them down to there. And then I can spin them if I need them to be any shorter than that. Bloop! These pads are pretty small, right? Yeah, okay, so let's just do that much. Paulie Lee FPV says, is that the Mamba F411 AO for your toothpick? Indeed it is, Paulie Lee. Good spot. What tipped you off? The blue gummies? It's probably what. If I knew any of the... If I was up on any of the AIOs, that's probably what I would see to tip me off. Everybody seems to use a different color gummy, which is kind of cool. Speaking of, if you're a complete lunatic like me, you can get purple gummies from Newbie Drone. Look at that. And they make them in both tall and short. How about that? They don't make them. They just resell them for somebody. I forget who. Might be iFlight. Hi! I'm hungry. Yeah, that's fucking great. There's a little package thing like what I got last time. You want to get that again?
Yeah. Do you remember what it was called?
No, you'll see it though. It's like 2 cheeseburgers and fucking nuggets.
Yes. I just really want nuggets.
It's stomachache time, boys and girls. Yes, that was my mouth. Freelojo's wife and him have proven that their tech listens to us. We would always talk shit about how loud the commercials were. And then the commercials were less loud. I also have some evidence that they're listening to phone calls as well. So a couple weeks back... so as far as climbing and I go, the only time ever that I've done anything climbing related or looked at anything whatsoever was like 3 or 4 months ago when I went to the climbing gym Steele goes to all the time with a really cool dude, Chris, who's one of our patrons actually, who I met at Steele's housewarming party, and we've become friends. So, and after I went to that climbing gym and whatnot, nothing, no Facebook ads, nothing, nothing climbing related anywhere ever. Fast forward to a couple weeks ago. Steele had said on the live stream that he was on that I was watching that he had to run to the Alpharetta Best Buy to pick up a headset. Or no, he was doing an Instagram stream. And he's like, shit, I don't think I'm going to make it. So I texted him. I was like, you know that Best Buy is like 3 seconds for me, right? What are you picking up? So he texted me like the order number and whatnot, and I headed over there. And he lives in Lawrenceville, Georgia, which is like a half an hour drive. And I'm just sitting there waiting for him. So he called me and we started just like talking on the phone, like in ye olden days. And during that conversation, he says to me, we're going to Cisco if you want to come and fly, but we're not going to be flying. We're just going to be climbing at Cisco, like Urbex urban climbing, and and that was it. Like that was it. That was the only climbing related thing. I fucking get home and YouTube for the first time ever is suggesting climbing videos to me. So yeah,
Here,
put your tinfoil hat in that.
it's at the door.
Oh, this is the markers, the dry erase markers. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if it was something for the stream.
So yeah, put that in your pipe and smoke it, if that makes any sense. Um, I'm not a tinfoil hat kind of person. I also don't necessarily mind that much, because as long as I don't go on like a bank robbing spree, in theory I'll be all right. I was also raised by Democratic liberals, basically, so I wasn't raised by Republicans in a way that I was fear mongered my entire life. So I'm just not afraid of everything. Um, and I mean, in the grand scheme of things, like marketing helps us out and it shows us cool products and shit like that. And with a wife that has kind of worked with slash in marketing her whole life, um, I think that marketing can be done in a really good way and it can be very positive and it's um, a lot of art has come out of marketing. Like you think about some of the shit that oh son of a bitch, the preeminent oh wow, I can't think of his name. This is bad. Uh, I used to be way more when I was doing photography. I was way more into art than I am now. He did the Brillo pad art. He does all of the. I can't think of the style of art, and Kristen just ran out. God damn it. Um, this is gonna drive me fucking crazy. If I think of either word, either the name of the artist or the style of art, I will. If I remember one, I'll remember the other. Wow, that's the ugliest joint I've ever done. Because I just went in hot and I didn't go in wet. That's your lesson. Jesus, these pads are a bitch. Oh, micros. You fucking test my patience. Yeah, there we go. Good enough. Let's see if it bridged. God damn it. Rotten Tomato because I wake up really late. Um, Burnett says they don't even need to listen to you. Usually they don't, but yeah. Warhol, that's it. Thank you, Larry. Warhol, Jesus Christ. Yeah, you look at the work of Warhol, uh, and yeah, I mean that's sort of based in marketing, in a way. I guess. I guess you could say that. You could totally argue against that, but yeah, we're good. But yeah, an artist like that might not have existed. So yeah, I don't know. I don't. Um, I try not to just no fuck marketing is the worst. And yeah, I don't know. Every once in a while on Instagram, marketing shows me something really fucking cool, and I'm like, well, I wouldn't have known about this if these fucks hadn't been listening to my phone calls. So, but it's just interesting. I don't know. I on one hand, it's like I wish they were a little bit more upfront about it. On the other hand, they can't be because everybody will just turn it off. Um, because I feel like marketing agencies need to spend a little bit more effort sort of showing the positives and showing the that I don't know. I don't know. This is quite the tangent. This ground pad is not making me smile. I am and I'm working to the left for some reason. Everything is like shifted left right now for absolutely no reason. I'm gonna fix this ground pad. That's better. That's better. And we've got fucking A. Put that on the wrong pad. Put yellow on TX2 like a goddamn goober. Like a goob. Here we go. This will work better. I just, for no reason whatsoever, assumed that everything was going to just go 1-to-1, perfectly lined up. That makes no sense. Alright. Get this fella dropped down on there. There we go. That's not bad. I'm going to come over here, though, and clean it up just a little bit. There we go. And now we're going video out. Which looks like hell because I already had it soldered down. So there we go. And then we're going to just fold these under and put this on the bottom. Not bad. It looks like I can do a little bit of twisting with it here, which I like. And that way we'll gobble up some of this extra wire, which is nice. So it'll probably end up living its life like that and just kind of hanging out under there. This can kind of just get pushed off to the side, run the antenna out of there. I am just going to use a little... so I'm building... I forgot to talk anything about this build. So I am doing this build as a comparison point to the Tiny Hawks. That's why I'm doing this build right now, because I want to be able to compare this 2-inch Tiny Hawk race to a legit like TP3 toothpick. Plus, I mean, it's kind of crazy that I don't have one of these built yet. So yeah, kind of a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B on that one. I know that this thing has a nice little jib jab but I think I need to use this thinner wired. Show you guys what I'm doing. I think I need to use something with a thinner wire, like this. This one would be good, but I chopped it. Oh, I can just re-shrink wrap it. Yeah, I'll use this one. I'll just re-shrink wrap it. Although, you know what? It might not reach. Oh, it's totally not going to reach. Interesting. Well, do I have a longer one? I don't think I do. No, these are always really short with the little guys. My God, this one's even shorter. Jesus. Well, shit. Guess I can't use that guy. Because I think that is for this thickness, right? Yeah. Well, maybe it'll hold maybe the other one will click in there. You think? Oh, look at that. Well, shit. Okay, so that's fine. But it still doesn't look like it's going to be long enough. Maybe I just won't use that. Maybe I just won't use it. Let's I don't know what I want to do now. I do want to put the antenna on and shrink wrap it down. Oh, and I guess I can just fire this thing up to see if it at least blinks. Which I think I might have done. I think I might have put power to this, and I saw that it blinked. Because it's pretty unlike me to just, like, totally go whole ham bone. Like, assume that it works. Well, let's just stick this one on there. That's going to be fine. Whatever. Fuck it. This one, figure out how to run it after the fact. You cool, bro? You gonna stick on there, or are you just gonna keep being a jerk? Oh, he's gonna be keeping a jerk. Come on, dude. Jesus. Prick. Alright, so let's get a little piece of shrink wrap. Actually, no, let's plug it in first. No shrink wrap until we plug. And we are gonna go smoke stopper just for the sake of it. Cross your fingers. See if we get some blinking lights. Boom! Explosion. Oh boy, that's not a good sign. Even the board didn't power up. Is the smoke stopper taking so much oh no, the board is blinking. Okay. But the VTX is not. Interesting. And frustrating all at once. So, oh, there it goes. No, it is blinking. Look at that. Hey, big fella. Way to go. What time is it? Oh boy, we've been on it. We've been at it for an hour and 45. How the hell? How does this happen, guys? Can someone explain it to me? Yeah, we're definitely not getting this done tonight. Unbelievable. I'm such a slow builder. I can't even do a toothpick build in one stream session. Brutal. Brutal, bro. Anybody else? Anybody else? I don't even know what I was trying to say. Oh my God. How are words so hard sometimes? I mean, God. They can just be so difficult. Man. Alright, I got all kinds of shards of shit on here. Shit shards. Shards o' shite. To anyone keeping score, I have not had a major depressive episode since before the Quaranstream started. And a part of that is this thing about myself where if I just manage to keep myself super busy, and the trick is that I have to be super busy with stuff that I don't completely hate. And this is where this kind of fell apart with when I was working for Benefit Focus, is that I hated that job a lot. Like a lot. Like a lot. And so yeah, it didn't fall under this phenomenon, but yeah, I can survive as long as I just stay busy. Survive's not the word. Thrive is the word. Wow. Look at that thing shooting itself off of there. Okay, good. It's good. I am going to go eat in a second, guys, but let me at least get this thing somewhat on here. So yeah, it's been good. And So if any of you guys have times where you're just inexplicably miserable, try to be busy. If you don't want to come over to FPV therapy and learn actually what's going on, which is fine, you don't have to, try that. Try to just throw yourself into shit. And for me, what it basically is that I literally won't have time to be miserable. I will be so busy that, yeah, I just don't have time. Don't have time to be sad. So give that a shot if you'd like. If not, then fuck off and choke. Words of wisdom. We can just zip this guy on here. Oh, wait a second. Oh, okay, we're good. 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 Okay. Should I do a connector? I might want to do a connector on the camera. Maybe. Let's pop this guy on there, and we can see if this RXSR is also getting run over by cars proof. That'll be a fun game, right? Ground, 5 volt, RX1, TX1. Why are both RX1 and TX1? Oh, he must have been running Crossfire on this. I'm going to have to go all the way over here to this LED pad. Oh, that's going to be a big fat pain in the ass. So I've got smart audio on TX2 right now. I might have to put a longer wire on the smart port on this guy. That sucks. Soldering iron is holding its temperature. It's not going down. That's a good sign. Maybe the little timer is working, and I'm just a spaz. Anybody who hasn't seen it that's come here late, there is a new edit up over on, well, here on YouTube. Go check it out. And I'm like borderline too hungry to do this, but this is how much I love you guys. You know what? It would be nice if, but it probably wouldn't fit, if the plug header was still on this. That would make the fact that I'm going to have to run this wire to the other side of the board a lot less obnoxious. But it's not. I have to chop this off and redo it. There's just not enough strands to salvage it. So that sucks. Because now that one's all short, and I hate soldering direct to these RXSRs. Once you depin one of these RXSRs and you have to solder back to the pads, oh my god, it's brutal. It's so hard. The pads are so small. Ugh, it really sucks. But when you depin these RXSRs, they are just so small. It's really incredible how small they are. They make Crossfire Nanos look big. All right, tacking this real quick to the AIO, and then I'm going to go eat food and watch Westworld. Let's get this here, and we're going to go outwards with it like we were on the other one. Well, that's kind of good. The smart port wire is the longest one, so that's good. Basically, what I'm going to do is tack these 3 on, and then I'm going to have to run that smart port wire across the other side. So let's just whip it out real quick. I am going to go top to bottom, though. So yellow is smart port. Green is going to be RX1, right? Because it's receiving from the receiver. Yeah, receiver is going to spit out things. I'm used to the Talons and they just give you a S-bus pad so that you know that it's inverted, which is kind of nice of them. All right, we got 1. Here comes 2. I need to retin this. This looks absolutely atrocious. That's better. Here comes numero 2. A good one. It's kind of moving around on that one. I thought that was going to be a pain in the ass, but came through at the last second there with some stillness. A little bit more solder here for those pesky ground pads. And there we have it. Come on, jerk. That's the one. So then, same deal. I'm going to bend these under. And then I'm going to bring the yellow up the complete other side onto the LED pad. So that if I want to do telemetry, I can. Or I don't have to. I guess I have to do telemetry for RSSI, and I like having RSSI. So maybe I'll end up doing soft serial on this. Probably will. Don't give me shit. Thank you. Alright, so there we go. Good enough. I didn't have a chance to spin these guys, but I guess I kind of maybe can a little bit here, right? Oh, just one little turn. Nah, that's terrible. Won't spin these guys. I'll just, yeah, I think it's going to be basically like this. I think it's going to be this guy hanging out here, and then this fella hanging out over here. I'll run the, what the fuck is so short? The green is short? The green is giving me issues. Green giving me shit. So maybe like that there, and then this here, underneath the stack, like this. Let me show you guys. Oh yeah, that's probably it right there. So it's gonna be like this. And it seems to fit under there pretty nice. Yeah, look at that. Holy damned. Not bad. So I'll just, I'll probably just figure out a way to kind of hold those down, pull those down a little bit, maybe a little zip tie action. And that'll be it. Solder the camera up and we'll be good to go. Where's that arrow again? The arrow is facing forward. So it'll just basically be like that. There we have it. It's done. Look at that. That fits there perfect. Cool. Solder up the camera tomorrow. We'll have a working TP3. Thanks for hanging, everybody. Thanks for being a part of the premiere. Those are always fun to do. There's kind of no reason to not. There's kind of like no reason to not do a premiere. Like, if you're gonna schedule it anyway, you just may as well do it because it's there. And it's fun having people in there talking shit. I like it. Okay, bye-bye. Ken Hill says, my timer's set to 5 minutes. Been working good. It will flash. Stand by. Okay, so Ken, yours is working too? Yours is working properly? Mine's still up on 650, so I guess mine was working as well. I just didn't have a good feeling for what... I think I had it on like 10 minutes, and I kept thinking it was triggering too early, but I guess not. Working for the dark side sucks, Tiago says. Roscoe says, are you having a stroke? Freelojo says, time flies indeed. And Remy Tim says, quad's done, forgot. Oh, fuck, I gotta do motors. Alright. Whatever. Fuck motors. I'll just throw it up in the air. Yeah, thanks for hanging, guys. Tomorrow, Quaranstream Day 18. It'll be stream for it'll be stream for a little bit, and then we're gonna chop the stream, and hopefully you guys will come back to the Emacs race, Emacs Tiny Hawk Race 2 review tomorrow. So first of the live stream reviews. On the Quaranstream before the review stream, I'm gonna ask you guys like what do you want to know about it, and I'll make a bullet point list from what you guys really want to know about it. I'm not gonna do the standard like this, motors are so and so far apart. Plenty of other people do that. I want to focus on like the real stuff, like the flights, the flight feel. I threw together a little flight edit yesterday. We'll work it out tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging. Be good. Go watch Westworld or Ozark. Laters. And I agree, Tiago. I don't think soft cereal is going to run with RPM filter, but we'll give it a shot. Later.